we need to examine something most people don't think about consciously, but that shapes their behavior every day: why sealed packaging creates such powerful feelings of safety, and how manufacturers exploit this psychological vulnerability. Understanding the mental mechanisms at work might change how you approach packaged foods. Sealed packaging triggers deep psychological associations with purity and untouched goods. There's almost a magical thinking quality to it. If no one has opened this package, then nothing bad could have gotten inside. This belief is obviously false. Contamination frequently occurs before sealing, during production, or even in raw ingredients before they reach the factory. But the seal creates a cognitive shortcut that bypasses rational analysis. Unopened equals safe. It's intuitive, emotionally satisfying, and often wrong. Authority trust compounds this. Commercial packaging, especially from recognized brands, carries implied endorsement. You assume companies wouldn't sell dangerous products, that regulators are checking everything, that systems are in place to protect you. There's truth to this. Most packaged food is safe most of the time. But most isn't all, and the assumption of safety can make you less vigilant when vigilance matters most. People extend more trust to commercial products than to food prepared by friends or family, even though the latter might actually be safer in many cases. Cognitive dissonance plays a role too. When you've spent significant money on a premium product, admitting it might be dangerous feels psychologically costly. You've invested resources. Accepting that you might have wasted money or, worse, endangered your family creates uncomfortable mental tension. So you rationalize. The package looks good. The brand is reputable. It must be fine. This is your brain protecting your ego, not your body protecting your health. Real contamination cases where sealed packages contain deadly bacteria, parasites, or spoiled ingredients are well documented. Listeria outbreaks in packaged deli meats, botulism in canned foods, salmonella in sealed nut butters. The list is extensive. The seal doesn't create a magical barrier. It just creates a psychological one that makes you less likely to question what's inside. In some cases, sealed packaging might even allow contamination to worsen by creating anaerobic conditions that certain pathogens love. The halo effect of premium packaging is particularly insidious. Glass jars feel more wholesome than plastic. Attractive labels with pastoral scenes or organic certifications create unwarranted confidence. These are marketing elements that have nothing to do with actual safety, but they trigger associative thinking. Expensive looking equals high quality equals safe. None of these logical connections are reliable. What cognitive strategies can overcome these biases? First, consciously separate packaging quality from content quality in your thinking. That beautiful glass jar with a hand-drawn label tells you nothing about whether the food inside was properly processed. Second, remind yourself that contamination usually occurs before sealing. The seal preserves whatever was packaged, good or bad. Third, develop healthy skepticism about manufacturer claims. Companies have legal and marketing departments that craft messages to maximize sales, not necessarily to maximize your safety. Try this exercise. Go through your pantry and identify which trust assumptions are evidence-based versus emotional. Why do you trust that can of beans? Is it because you've researched the manufacturer's safety record, or because the label looks trustworthy? Why do you feel confident about that jar of pickles? Is it because you understand the pH level needed for safe preservation, or because it's an attractive package? Examining these assumptions consciously reduces their unconscious power. The goal isn't paranoia or rejecting all packaged foods. The goal is appropriate skepticism. Trust when evidence supports trust. Question when evidence is lacking. Recognize that your psychological responses to packaging are being deliberately manipulated by people whose primary goal is selling products, not protecting your health. That sealed package might be perfectly safe. It might not. The seal itself tells you nothing except that your critical thinking should engage, not disengage.